The Constitution guarantees separation of church and state, but what about church and work? Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Templeman.
And I'm Renee McCullough. We are learning more tonight about that lawsuit in Lynn County where a painter says that he was fired because he didn't go to Bible study. And KEZI 9 News reporter Amber Wilmar spoke with both of these men, and they're telling very different versions about just what happened. Amber?
Well, Matt, Renee, in this lawsuit, Ryan Coleman is suing Dolled Up Construction for $800,000. Coleman told me he was discriminated against and fired because of his religion, but his former boss says that's not the case.
It was given to me by my grandfather. It was blessed in a sweat lodge in Montana on my reservation.
Ryan Coleman doesn't go anywhere without this medicine bag.
When I pray to the Creator, this is what I hold in my hand like a Christian would a cross.
Coleman was released from prison last year and was struggling to find work when Joel Dahl, owner of Dolled Up Construction, hired him as a painter.
And I'll always be grateful to Joel for doing that for me.
But he says within a few weeks, Dahl started requiring employees to attend an hour-long Bible study once a week.
I just really felt violated.
Being Native American, he says he practices a different religion from Dahl.
If I would have known that it was something that was mandatory from the beginning, I never would have begun working for him.
Coleman says he was paid for the time he spent in Bible study, but it still didn't sit right with him. And after missing a Bible study in April, Coleman says he was fired.
And it was the first where I didn't show up, and he let me go.
I don't expect anybody to pray to God. I don't tell them who they can believe in.
Dahl tells a different story. He says none of his people are required to attend Bible studies. When we asked if he fired Coleman, he flatly denied it.
No.
The way he remembers it, Coleman left voluntarily.
When this all came about, he was actually on call, and then he got employment with another painting company.
Now Coleman is suing Dahl for religious discrimination, whistleblower retaliation, and wrongful termination. This lawsuit was filed here at the Lynn County Courthouse, where a judge may soon have to decide on yet another case in Oregon of religious freedom versus workplace law.
There's rarely that smoking gun document that says something like, I fired this employee because of his protected characteristic, his religion or race or something. That's very unusual. That's
Andy LeWinter, an employment lawyer in Eugene, who says cases like this are often hard to sort out.
One key piece of circumstantial evidence is very often the close timing between a certain event and when the employee either got fired or suffered some sort of adverse employment.
As for Coleman and Dahl, so far, neither side is budging.
This is different and this is stressful.
It's unfortunate that we've come to this point and that we couldn't figure it out between ourselves.
And Matt, Renee LeWinter also says that private businesses like Dolled Up Construction, they have a different set of rules than public ones. So he says including the Bible study would not be illegal per se, but because it's paid, he says that can be a form of discrimination.